celebrating his final appearance on Friday Night SmackDown in front of the great fans in the Allstate Arena. The last real champion, John Cena. It has been announced where his last match is going to be, and it is not going to take place in Boston, Massachusetts, thanks to TKO, who obviously we know owns WWE and UFC. We know TKO moved WrestleMania 42 from New Orleans to Las Vegas because of money. Now we're finding out that WWE's plans all along were to have John Cena's last match in the TD Garden in Boston, Massachusetts. That's what Cena had said. That's what John Cena Sr. has said. Everybody was anticipating it. I even went as far as to book a flight and a hotel to go to Boston because John Cena was not going to my hometown of Cleveland, and I absolutely have to see John Cena one last time before he retires. So, guess what? It's going to be taking place in the nation's capital, which is nothing against the nation's capital, but the Capital One Arena, formerly known as the Verizon Center, the home of the Washington Wizards, the home of the Washington Capitals, for John Cena's last WWE match. It feels so awkward. It feels so weird. And listen, this old John Cena retirement tour, right? I called it the Eras Tour for Men when it started the first Monday Night Raw on Netflix, January 6th, 2025. He obviously made the start wrestling it at the Royal Rumble, got eliminated by Jey Uso. We go to the Elimination Chamber. We have him winning the chamber because of Rollins' stomp to Punk. Then we get the heel turn within The Rock, Travis Scott, and Cody. We know that leads to him winning the championship at WrestleMania, which then obviously leads to the feuds with Randy Orton, CM Punk, R-Truth in there. Then you got Cody Rhodes winning the title back at SummerSlam, and all of a sudden John Cena is a babyface. And during those 3 or 4-ish heel matches, everybody said John Cena couldn't wrestle anymore. I said no. John Cena was purposely wrestling like shit because he was a heel and he wanted to ruin wrestling. Turns out I was right because Cody Rhodes at SummerSlam, Logan Paul at Clash in Paris, even Sami Zayn on SmackDown this past Friday night. John Cena's putting in the legwork. Even the tag team match, right, with him and Cody Rhodes against Drew McIntyre and Logan Paul on the SmackDown after SummerSlam. John Cena has put in some of the best performances of his career. And so, whether or not you liked the John Cena last run, whether or not you were a fan of Cena, whether or not you chanted "Let's go Cena" or "Cena sucks," let's face it, this guy is arguably the greatest professional wrestler of all time. Um, he's moving tickets like there's no tomorrow. He was the face of WWE from 2005 at WrestleMania 21 when he won the WWE Championship for more than a decade. I would argue all the way up to maybe 2020 when Roman Reigns took that mantle as the tribal chief, 15 straight years. And again, I know for the last couple of those years he wasn't around every week, but the never seen 17 is iconic. Everybody knows who John Cena is, obviously. And so your mind starts racing and you start looking at, okay, we got WrestlePalooza, and then his next appearance is Crown Jewel in Perth. Then after that, you have a couple Monday Night Raws in Madison Square Garden and in the TD Garden, leading up to War Games in Petco Park and then his final match in the Capital One Arena in Washington, D.C. on December 13th. And for the record, I have already booked my flight and my hotel. I advise you all to do the same because I am waiting for these tickets to go on sale. I'm assuming they're going to be sold out in 2 seconds. I want to be there to witness John Cena's final match. D.C. is a short, less than 2-hour flight from where I'm currently at in Cleveland, Ohio. So you look at this. I think John Cena, if I had to guess, is probably going to get annihilated by Brock Lesnar at WrestlePalooza because his next appearance is until Crown Jewel. Then I think we may get a rematch of sorts at Crown Jewel. And then I think the build of War Games starts. And you look at War Games, do we get a team of Roman Reigns, CM Punk, Cody Rhodes, Sami Zayn, and John Cena versus The Vision and Drew McIntyre, and then either Logan Paul or Brock Lesnar? Yes, I think that's absolutely on the table. And then for those last couple of appearances, do we get John Cena trying to go for the Grand Slam championship, right? Does he win the Intercontinental Championship for one night, maybe right before War Games or something against Dominic Mysterio? And then the Vision cost him the title the next week. That's how he gets added to the War Games match. I don't know. I want to see John Cena become a Grand Slam champion before he retires. Then you look at, oh my God, who's John Cena's last opponent going to be? Is it going to be the Ring General Gunther? Is it going to be Braun Breaker? Those are really my top two, and only two if John Cena wants to put over a younger guy for the next generation. As much as I want to see Braun Breaker, Gunther is number one on my priority list. As much as I think Braun Breaker is a future WrestleMania main eventer, and Gunther, who already main evented the SummerSlam, is a future WrestleMania main eventer. Gunther is a machine, right? He's the perfect wrestler. He's the perfect heel. He's no nonsense. He's a throwback. He can wrestle in any era. I think John Cena versus Gunther would be the perfect retirement match, right? Gunther can say in 1 year, I retired Oldberg and I retired John Cena. That is my 2025 as he heads into 2026 and a potential match down the road with Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam in Minneapolis for Brock Lesnar's retirement match. I know we're dream booking here almost a year out, but this is where my wrestling mind goes. When you think about John Cena's career, right, and we're going to do this in December, right before his last match, me, Michael Reiner, Jalen Sandvik, potentially a couple others are going to be ranking and agreeing on John Cena's top 10 matches of all time. And there's so much significant impact. I think Cody Rhodes' match at SummerSlam may be up there. Which would be an historic precedent, right, for one of your last matches to be one of the best of all time. Um, John Cena's had a feud with almost everybody, right? I love how he's implementing the Kurt Angle slam, the Edge spear, the go to sleep, the RKO, all of these moves, paying homage to wrestlers that he faced in the past. Listen, I don't want the fact that TKO is moving this date. It should be in Boston. I think it's absolutely disgusting that TKO is using this as sort of a week to have an Undertaker one-man dead show and a SmackDown and merchandise and get more money. But, you know, we as wrestling fans are going to pay for it. It's unfortunate. But John Cena has less than 10 dates to go before he retires, and then we will never see the t-shirt, the jorts, the cap, the towel again. And I'll be honest, if I'm not getting a little emotional here, because I used to love John Cena as a kid. Then I got bullied by my friends as a kid into hating John Cena because hating John Cena and liking CM Punk was the cool thing to do. And then you realize you can't boo that man because he truly is hustle, loyalty, respect, in my opinion. Again, Edge is my favorite wrestler of all time. I think he is one of the goats of the industry, regardless of how his run in AEW is turning out. I think you can make a solid argument. The Undertaker and this guy right here, the Never Seen 17, the last real champion of WWE, is the greatest of all time. Like that clip from the Brands World podcast? If so, make sure you go down there and hit that subscribe button. While you're down there hitting the subscribe button, make sure to also hit the notification bell so you never miss another upload. And make sure you check out all the other clips from the Brands World podcast right here on YouTube.